As I finish the day after planting canes, I want to give geese water, and you will see how happy the geese will be when I will put water for them. They will make noise, they will sing, and you will see the fun they will get on getting water. They are now excited, they are happy, they are about to get water. So you will see the excitement here right now. Look at it. They will not even attack you because they had missed water so much. So because of water, they will not even attack you. So water is life. I've just planted and they will not attack me. They are friendly to me. In normal circumstances, they will attack. But because I'm giving them water, they will not attack me. And that is the fun of them getting water. Rural Kenya, camera Maasai, giving you beautiful things, lovely things. Follow the channel, subscribe to the channel. Camera Maasai here for you. You can see the happiness, the joy. They have their troughs, and likely they will go in to wash or to shower. Camera Maasai, you can listen to the birds above. They sound like I am Narok compound. They sound like I am Narok compound. And there they go. They enjoy water. Wedding birds showering. That's how they shower. Funny thing about this animal, they mate inside the water. If they don't have water, they can't mate. Have you ever known that? They mate inside the water. The other one will go in there. They will also be able to go in. This is a female. The female has a protruding lower belly, while a male have a flat lower belly. So if you see a female protruding lower belly, that is a female. And if it becomes so protruding, then it have some eggs. It want to shower now. Beauty in this animal. Giving them water, gave them hope, gave them life. This one will be the initial video before I go to planting of the sugarcane. So before I plant the sugarcane, ladies and gentlemen, this one will be the opening part of the video. I don't know whether I will witness the mating, but right now I'm witnessing them having a shower. If the female go in water, the male will mate with it. Maybe they're courting each other for a mating session. Who knows? This video is coming just in front before we go to cane planting. Even though I'm recording it after planting the canes, it will become the initial video before I show you the whole process of planting the canes, the steps required, why should we cut the canes after planting, and how will it be covered. Ladies and gentlemen, Camera Maasai here, giving you raw, unedited, lovely, fantastic, and never seen before videos. New to the channel, kindly subscribe. In my video, recording such a video is hard. I was listening to some Nyabanse YouTube and he was saying he was making an effort to record in town. That is Thomas. And he was ashamed. But in my village, it is even hard to record a video. If you record, people will be surprised, what are you doing? But I have to keep recording. So that we grow, we teach, we show the world what we are made of. This video will be followed by planting of sugarcanes. But as a precursor video, beautiful animals, beautiful scenery. I was hoping for them to mate. They haven't met. In front of you, that is the rabbit house. And where it's very sunny, those are the goat's house. Thank you for being part of the channel. Subscribe and follow the channel. So the cane is normally put in furrows. So today, welcome to my village where I remain the name from Camera Maasai. What you are seeing is they are now planting the sugarcane after the seed was delivered. So you see the furrows that were made by the tractor are the one in which the sugarcane is put. And to ensure maximum growth of the sugarcane must face in one direction. For instance, this one, in my farm, the furrows are running from east to west. So all the base of the sugarcane are facing now to the west. And that's why I'm able to see that they are following that specific line. So when they grow, they'll be able to grow facing one direction. So that's the essence of ensuring that all the cane seeds faces one direction. And when you plant, you ensure that the base of one seed come edge to edge with where the sugarcane will grow. So you have to plant it in a way. For instance, this is the end of the growing, so I have to put it from there so that it can be able to have a continuous growth. So that's why now this that essence of ensuring that we plant like that, so that this joining point, it will grow from here. When it stops growing, then this one will start again growing from this point. So you're going to have a continuous line of sugarcane. And for instance, this farm, the land I am today is fertile. So having more sugarcane with it will not be a problem. That we're able to see that we want to arrange as much as possible to ensure that we have maximum output out of this. After the arranging of the seed in the farm, the next thing that will follow will be cutting the sugarcane. The sugarcane has to be cut. The sugarcane has to be cut. So for instance, this one now here, I am adding there. That is the roll to ensure that this one needs a cane around. So I have to look for a cane here and ensure that this one is covered. That one is covered. So this is the essence of sugarcane growing. At this point here, there are so many seeds. Then I have to separate them. I have to scatter the seeds. That's what now happening. Seed scattering. Mature sugarcane is about 13 months, so it can be planted. So if you want to plant the sugarcane, a base seed should be 13 months old. So if they are 13 months old, then it can grow well. Then to be harvested, it has to be harvested at 16 months, 18 months, all the way to 24 months. So today you are witnessing in my village. If you are new to the channel, wherever you are watching, I am making an effort to show you the local life in Kilgoris, Maasai land. I keep telling you, in this place of the world, people rarely know what we do. If they see me recording like this, they are wondering, what is he doing? What is he doing? That is the wonder they can be able to get. Not knowing that this is a very vital lesson to so many generations. Because I was just talking to my son here, he was telling me he has never planted a sugarcane. He has never planted sugarcane. So today is his first time to plant the sugarcane. I tell them it's good, how these things are planted. How these things are planted. So we are landing. We are planting now the sugarcane. And that's the next series of our village. The furrows are so well made, so we can be able to have them maximally. So let me continue, then I can be able to show you as time goes by. That is where we have the seeds. So as we plant the sugarcane, one benefit of the sugarcane is it is also a source of employment. For instance, everybody working here right now, all those who are arranging the canes come from the locality. Actually, I can be able to see 3 of them are my moms. One of them is the age of my wife, and one of them is the age of my brother. And on the other side is also one of my sons. That is a son to my brother. He's actually not working, it's because part of the family member, but they're also learning. So that is another source, another importance of sugarcane growing. So as you can see, those are the furrows. And it's from those furrows that cane has been put. You can see that white all the way to the edge. Those are furrows. it is in the furrows that the cane is put. Then it is going to be cut into two. You cut it into two, but you don't cut at the node. So when you cut them into two, when the sugarcane grow, maybe something come and eat the sugarcane, it cannot be able to remove the entire sugarcane. So the essence of cutting the sugarcane is very important. Maybe by chance something want to eat the cane, instead of lifting the whole cane from the base of the cane and leave it like this, then it only can be able to leave the part that you have eaten. So my role right now here is to ensure that I spread the cane evenly. I spread the cane evenly, and that's why you see I keep on following here to ensure that the cane is evenly spread. This type of land today that I'm planting, I want to be very respectful and say it is one of the most fertile land I have ever planted. Extremely fertile land. So carrying so many sugarcane is not a problem. This land can carry sugarcane worth 2 acres. This is 1 acre, but I know if you plant canes worth 2 acres in this farm, they will all sprout. They will all grow. And the soil fertility in the area is so good to the extent that it will always survive. So that is sugarcane growing from camera Maasai. Ideally in Maasai land, people are used to animal keeping. And if you watch the previous video, you heard one of the person saying, we no longer have cows. And if you go to my playlist, and you can able to come across sugarcane farming, in my playlist, you will definitely be able to come and see and get to hear where I said the orphans of the sugarcane. Under the orphans of the sugarcane, the animal or the Maasai cow is one of the things that I reported or I documented as being the orphans of the sugarcane. Welcome to the work. Today we are planting sugarcane. The date today, I will give you the next view when I start off the video, likely to be 7th June. And so we are planting our sugarcane 7th June, and from here we'll be tracing the steps of this beautiful sugarcane. So the step will be monitored. The kids are happy. Today it is their free day to eat, to move around, to be heard, to be felt. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to sugarcane farming. This is from Camera Maasai. People are used to Maasai with animal keeping. I told you in the previous video that Maasai are well known for caring the wild animals. And again, Maasai land now has been converted into sugarcane farming land. Kids are there, they are doing their work. They are also eating as part of the family. Welcome to sugarcane farming in Kilgoris. If you want sugarcane farming, please subscribe to the channel, make a comment beneath, and I'll be able to know. Out of sugarcane farming, I've met friends from outside the country, from the US, who came asking about sugarcane farming. And if you feel to support also, you can support through the number provided there. You can always watch, share the video, and let's make the family grow. For agriculture purposes, I'm a teacher by profession. In grade 7, we have types of planting materials and cuttings. There are only 2 of them, seedlings and cuttings. And cuttings is now an example of sugarcane here. So for my learners in grade 7, if you come across this video, or for the learners or the parent, if you come across, ask your son or daughter, what are the type of planting material in agriculture grade 7 junior school in Kenya? They will tell you we have seedlings and we have cuttings. So sugarcane cuttings is an example. And we also have forms of land tills in which we have to prepare, or which we have to put our planting material. There are only 3 of them. We have coarse tilled, medium tilled, and we have fine tilled. In this case, it is known as coarse tilled because you have not only dug, the soil are big, and because the planting material are also big, there is no big problem in allowing the big planting, the coarse material to be planted. So this is coarse tilled. If I had to plant maize, maybe this one can still work with maize. But if I wanted to plant things like seedlings, sweet seedling, let me give you the seedling of maybe wheat. This one cannot plant because wheat actually require fine tilt. Welcome to sugarcane growing. So today I'm showing you the growing of sugarcane. I think now we have known, we have seen it being put on furrows. The next part is when it will be cut. Then the last part is when it will be covered, and we call it done. When after it has been covered, I will have to come with the non-selective herbicide and spray it to ensure that everything else dry in this farm before the sugar can begin to grow. And later on, I have a consideration of planting some vegetables on top of it so that we can be able to have maximum use of the land. Welcome to sugarcane farming. Ma, nisaidie. So, inaweza hiyo transmara sugar. Sasa mtu amekata hii na ndai kuna good. So when the cutters also be careful. See what you have put for us. Now this is the cane. Surely cutters. Transmara sugar. Ongea na hii watu. Angalia hivi tunataka kama ni kutafutia mtu tons. Hii ni kutafutia mtu tons bwana. Acha ndio ndio. Ndio ndio. Ndio shida hii. Ngara. Hai. Cutters waangaliwe. Transmara Sugar Company. Kazi mzuri lakini hii angalia hii sasa. Kange shibo gani? Angalia hii Transmara. No wonder mbegu haitoshi. Kumbe watu wengine wanatukatia kichwa. Angalia hii sasa. Hii ni kichwa tu. Nani amesema watu waekee kichwa ya miwa? Transmara. No wonder 1 ton tractor mzima ipandi sasa shamba. So ladies and gentlemen, was just complaining that sugarcane seeds delivered sometimes is substandard seed at this one. Somebody has just made it on a seed for me. This one is a seed now. So that's the scandal part of the seed cane. That maybe hii ameharibu mbaya sana. Amada leo shungu shake. I'm just complaining that he has given me heads on it. So that this is a tricky way of being given seeds. If they give you one, you look at this one. Let us look at this one. Someone in their own wisdom saw that one to be seed. Jari damo. Jari wagi bedo na jo. Itu itu sana solo anda lewat atas. Mana ada suyu gitu sih. Jari wagi jo lo susu all gule po kena jo ngenda dua kuna bishi. So ladies and gentlemen, look at this one now. This is coming fresh from, this one is a seed. No. This one is unfair. Angalia hii sasa. Mtu amesema hii, amekata hii, akasema hii ni mbegu. Kama miwa ni mrefu, let it be long. Hapo tuchatoto hii, angalia. So, the sugarcane industry, sometimes we resist, we get this chance. But we persevere, we grow. We plan, we continue to venture into sugarcane farming. So in the village, we also have this challenge. So ladies and gentlemen, the first phase of planting, that is putting the canes on lane, is over. We are now in another second phase, second and last. After the cane was put in the lanes, this is the trash, sorry. This is the trash that was left, so I have to burn it or possibly use it as fertilizer. But you can see now from this planting, the cane seed was short, so it has now become less in the farm. So almost 3/4 is planted, or 2/3 is planted. So is it a 3/4 or a 2 and then 1/4 of the land is not planted? So I will still need to have more seeds. But the next thing that is following, we are now cutting the canes. The first important thing is we have planted them facing some direction. The next thing, we are going to cut it. When it is tall like this, we are going to cut it 3 times. This is 1, then we are going to cut another one here. And when you are cutting, you cut not at the node, because at the node is where the growing will take place. Padungele. So it's just giving that I cut this one. So the next thing is cutting it. So the reason for cutting, why do we cut the canes? For instance, I've just told you shortly that when you cut, when this cane grow, maybe an animal come to your farm and eat the cane. If you have not cut the cane, the animal will leave the wall of the cane, and so that one will destroy the cane. So cutting it to be short will assist the animal just in case this destruction, so that the cane is not fully destroyed. Then we cut at the center of the bar. We cut at the center of the bar so that we allow growing. If you cut at the node, you will stop the growing. So the next part is now cutting. And that's what is now taking place. And remember, the last part of the cane never grows. So just cut. That is how we do. That is us now doing it. So we are now cutting. Cutting the canes. But in case it grows, you know what you're doing? Mera naroshe bogini. Aba na naroshe grego. Aba orudo nyara na bodu nini. Uzo nyo kake. Sana sana idi matoi. I'm also told cutting it prevent rotting. I will do research for the same. So you do one sharp cut so that you don't waste a cane. I'm also given the information that when you cut, that is so vital information I've been given. When you cut the cane like that, I'm told the sucrose in the cane, when it is flowing out, I don't know how it stops continuity of sucrose flowing. Maybe when you cut, what happens? You interfere. If I cut here, I interfere with the flow of sucrose from one end to the other end. So when that is interfered, the sucrose remain inside the cane. And when it remains inside the cane, it facilitates growing because sucrose is basically water. So that's what I've been told. So I never knew that when the cane is continuous, there is free movement of sucrose from top to below. But the moment you cut it, you have interfered with the flow of sucrose. That is the message that I never knew, but now I know. So watch me cut. Watch me cut. Watch me cut. This is the next part. Then the last part will be putting it now in the soil. The last part is putting soil in it. So ladies and gentlemen, that is it in sugarcane farming. So we have known, we cut the cane. Keep growing, keep watching, let's keep learning. So cutting going place, we need to reason to keep sucrose so that it can, so that sucrose can stop flowing. That is what disturbing the sucrose flow. If the sucrose flow is stopped, it becomes water. Sugarcane will have water and it will begin to grow. So those whites are sugarcane. So right now I'm done cutting it also. Bago, me agin ande ndito? Eshomo ninye tayari tidialo olduka. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Camera Maasai. I was just informing you that today was planting of sugarcane, and we have seen, we have done our part, we have planted. You have seen the furrows, the trash that I'm putting here behind me. I want to burn those trees so that they don't grow again because they are at the midst of the sugarcane farm. So those trash you see there, I've left it there so that they can be able to plant, to burn the trees. These trees are big, and the cane has left a very big land unplanted, but it's no problem, it will be covered. So I have to burn here because this is a hill, and on this hill I have to do something so that I can be able to get. I don't know which animal eats this one. This one must be medicinal because by the time an animal come and eat here, it is medicinal in value. So what you're seeing here is an animal that eats these roots of the blue gum tree. So most likely it is medicinal value because if you see an animal have come all the way and only dig at the roots, then that means the fruit is medicinal. I have been left about 25 lines of sugarcane unplanted, so I have to sort or to seek for another set of sugarcane seeds. But basically that is from my village. My village, a village that is not digital, a village that people look at me and they say, what are you doing when you record the camera? But ladies and gentlemen, you can see now the canes have been put in lines. We have put it in lines. We have ensured that they are in lines. The next thing is in sugarcane farming, they normally have to bring now fertilizer. The factory brings for you fertilizer. So Transmar Sugar Company is the company I have contracted to do this. So it will definitely bring me fertilizer, and then the fertilizer will follow along these lines. After fertilizer is placed in these lines, that's where the sugarcane is now, then the next thing is covering it. As you speak right now, the sky is dry, the sky is empty, so there is no signs of rain. But if you look at this soil, the soil is wet. So by the moment they will just cover this one with this wet soil, and we have learned that when we cut the cane, we facilitate the nucrose, because we have been told when you cut the cane like this is a cut cane. Because I've cut here and here is cut, the flow of sucrose in this one will not be so fast. So what will happen? The sucrose that will have been left in between will make the sugarcane grow. Secondly, very clearly, we cut at the middle of the bar, not at the node, because it is from the node that we have growing cane. So this is what we call a growing bud. This is a bud. So the growing buds normally come out from this point. So if you cut here, you will not have a cane growing. So when you cut it, you cut at the mid of the bar. So there are two benefits of cutting the cane. One, I've told you, when the animal eats it, when it is not cut, it will remove the whole of it from the ground. Secondly, it impedes flow of sucrose, so that sucrose will not flow so fast within the cane. So you can be able to see the cane is put deep in this place. When you put the cane so deep, what will be the net effect? The net effect will be that when this cane grows, it will be large amount and they will be able to fill the whole place. Remember in sugarcane farming, we deal with the tonnage. So the more they turn for you, the better for you. So this is one of the farms. This is my third last. See, third last is what? Because there's one, there's another one. So this is my third last yet to be planted. So today I planted this one. Today is on June, mwezi wa sita. Planted, and my colleagues, you see there, they are cutting. My hand is swollen because of heavy work. I tried to show you my swollen. You see here, I have a blister courtesy of the heavy work. So from me, Camera Maasai, I cannot tell you, subscribe to the channel. Tell me what you want to do. What you want to know? This is the village in Kilgoris. Those who are watching from US, from all over the world, global, I want to appreciate you. Another thing that I have done, this is the periphery of the cane, and I have forced to have another line. so that when this cane grow, it grows. We want to have maximum growing of our cane. Maximum growing of our cane. So this one need maximum. So the amount of cane put here is not so much, so it need to be filled again here. So there's no cane there, but it will have to be put. So I need to get some canes to ensure that I fill that sides, because it seems it was not put in abundance. Let me look for it. It's we are almost coming to the end of this side. For the 25 line remaining, I know time will allow it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to sugarcane farming. Real business, real enterprise. The next phase is covering. Fertilizer will be put, and then we are going to cover it.